Once you're on here, leave some comments. Particular piece of equipment that you would like to see, leave a comment. We can go check that out. Turn this air off before I forget to. Once you're here, leave a comment. Let us know that you are here and present. Once there's some people on here, we will start having the conversation. For you guys that just tuned in the beginning to see gear, I have Tiger Stripe AKM4 micros available to ship. Those are ready to go. Here are triple radio pouches for Radio Made Easy. We did Coyote tool bags. Those are available to ship right away. Highlander Rifleman mag pouches with pistols, ready to go. Some single Woodland radio pouches. These mystery bags, you guys keep asking about mystery bags. I missed it. I wish I had another. Some of these are on SOEquickship.com. SOEquickship.com is a very light site. If you order it, it ships the next day. It's very limited. There's not a ton of stuff on there. You don't have a lot of options, but we're starting to populate it with just the bread and potatoes. A lot of the special color shit's not there. The only place you can get mystery bags right now is on SOEquickship.com. That's where they're at. If you order it, they will ship. I believe that shipping is free and included on that site. Only in the United States. If you live outside of the United States, do not use SOE Quick Ship. Belts that are being made. Easter bags being made. Shoulder straps for FUPAs, not sure what flavor. Triple radio pouches. These look like splatter FUPA XLs right there. Those will probably finish tomorrow. More bags of some kind. We'll go forward right here. Radio, if you didn't see it already. Triple radio pouches. Singles. Everything that has remained open for us for Radio Made Easy is cut and in motion. Maybe finish tomorrow, maybe Friday. That's all stuff being built tomorrow. Coyote tool bags, Highlander Rallyman's, mystery bags. All you guys that said you wanted one, now's your chance to get one. Those are on SOEquickship.com. Large tool bags, multi-cam black TIFF, and splatter large tool bags. Bread and circus shirts. I still have some of the Pineland shirts. You were the very first person to order on that site, Evan. The very first. I have large tear-off med pouches ready to go. These can ship to you tomorrow. Splatter super kit bags. Multicam FUPA danglers. These are the XLs. Standard FUPA danglers right there. These are all medium clothes bags that are ready to ship to you tomorrow. I have Woodland tool bags. I have some random tool bags. I have all of these micro rigs that can go out to you tomorrow. Covert pack. These have the orange liners. Woodland and multicam black. I believe both of these have the pocket inside on the face. So they're still fully usable. You don't lose anything by having the pocket, and you gain the ability to keep small items and clothing in that flat pocket and still have access to the full Velcro panel inside. We have some random subgun micros. I have NSW chest rigs. I still have 2 AK M4 split front chest rigs. We have slings, and I have every color and version. I think I have every color and version of the PALS micros. Tool aprons, everything you see here. I've got all these Rallemans over here. These are jet boils, 1 quarts, 2 quarts, Nalgene's and taller Nalgene's. Compact tear-off med pouches, Cat 7 soft T tourniquets, Rat TK4 tourniquet pouches, ankle med kit, Narcan pouches. For you guys that want to run the bigger 500 IV pouches on your mystery bags or anywhere else, I have these. And then I have these here for 6x6s. Palmetto, what's up? Adam Flores, what's up? And my address is Mars Street South. I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. Went to a festival last weekend called Thrivalist. That's neat. That's a good name. Last weekend, and one of the workshops discussed go bags. I went straight to SOE tutorials to see what sort of bags I could try to make myself. Okay. Glenn, what's up, bud? We will see you in a couple days. Radio, we will see you in a few days. Adam Flores, can I have one? No. You can order one, and we will be happy to ship it to you. Runner, what's up? Aya, what's up? Gary, William S. Stoked for the Tiger Stripe Deplorable. They're badass. Josh Winnie, what's up, man? We'll see you next week sometime. Wyatt, what's up? Byron, Larry Roberts, and Mitchell. There's a few others there I can't get to. Clever, how are you, man? India, replacing 5.56. Yep, we read that today on one of the questions for the members only. I'm assuming you posted that. Jeff replied to that. We recorded Pulling the Thread podcast today. We recorded the question and answer. Both of those are members only. You have to be a member to see either of those videos. Toy Town, what's going on? Kiri, hello. Most 5.56 AKs are Eastern European and not as reliable. Let's be real. The AKs are not as reliable as modern M4s. They're just not. They were cool. And if you have child forced soldiers, sure, AK. You got a chimpanzee that you're arming literally apes and monkeys, AKs. If you have a modern fighting force or anybody with a modicum of training, M4s. They just fucking beat it hands down. If AKs were better than M4s, your special operations guys who could use anything in the motherfucking world would be using AKs, and they are not. You can't even put proper optics on an AK. How many mags for escape and evasion squad size element M4? As many as you can carry. That's the real answer, as many as you can carry. Anybody that tells you 6 mags, 7 mags combat loadout, somebody, yeah, back in Garrison, administratively, yeah, those are guys who have never been shot at for real. Have you not seen Heat? Just go watch Heat, right? Every civilian has seen Heat. You ever heard of fucking suppressing fire, breaking contact? That takes a lot of bullets. New site is perfect. Thank you, Josh. It's very light right now. We will add to it every few days, and only high inventory number things we will pull from the high inventory, put those onto the sister site, lock the inventory. There'll be no discount, no promotion, nothing free coming with it. You will get free shipping, and if you order from that site, you will have the guarantee that it will ship the next day. Rallemans on all PALs available. Yeah, I have Rallemans that are PALs. You want them with pistols or you want them PALs on the side? Carried standard 600 loadout for $249. Yeah, I mean, You always, that was another part of the conversation on both videos today. Scully was like, yeah, everybody's like, well, I run in the square bay bullshit, right? When the camera's going and you rehearsed it 100 times, you run in, one guy peels to the left, one peels to the right, one goes to the middle. When they collapse the room, you're in charge of one target, right? That works great. That's not realistic. Even guys doing that, the best in the world, what you don't see is the 2 fucking Ranger platoons outside with all the belt feds. Yeah, Max, anybody who has been in a firefight has never said, man, I wish I didn't have all this ammo. AJ, what's up? Wyatt, what's going on? Easy K. Den of Thieves. Yeah, Den of Thieves. Yeah, it's that's what Scully said. He goes, CQB for normal dudes is belt feds and grenades. Definitely better to be hungry and shooting back and well fed and just getting shot at. Mojave Wizard, what's up, buddy? I had way too many bullets. You know what happened right after Black Hawk Down? Everybody carried more ammo. The entire fucking army, more ammo. Pals on the side, pals on the back, pals on the side. I got Woodland with no pistols. That's what I got. I've got Coyote with no pistols, Multicam Black, no pistols, Solid Black, no pistols, and then with pistols, I have OD and I have Black. I got a random couple randos in there. That's Rallyman's. War looks like the rooftop of Najaf. Not, yeah, for sure. And I know, I don't know who you are exactly, Wyatt Terrell, but I have friends, I have 2 friends in real life that were on the rooftop in Najaf. Favorite mag pouch can do anything. For sure, absolutely. And if you want a multi-purpose pouch, the 1-quart canteen pouch will hold 5 mags. It'll hold drum mags, and it'll hold a 1-quart. It has a harness to expose the canteen. It also has a lid to secure magazines, and it works great. Yeah, imagine betting your life on only 7 mags. Imagine betting your life on I don't need rear plates. Imagine betting your life on I'm not carrying water because we're not going to be out there that long. John Dean, how are you? Do you have 1-quart Woodland can? No, we are oversold on them. They cut more of them today. We are about to run 1-quarts. Now is a good time to order them. You will be sure to get them out of this batch. Check one of my songs, Roach Dog. What kind of music do you do, Roach Dog? Are you guys going back to Alice style or British PLC rigs? We did something called the Rifleman's kit or Jungle kit. It looks like this. And it's all mission dependent, right? Mission dictates the equipment. Let's take a look here. Jesus, who was wearing this? Scully had this on last? Oh, this is the one we were working on, the cross panel. So what do you have? Rallyman mag pouch. This will carry 3 M4s or 2 308 mags. Pistol mag, pistol mag. Next Rallyman, no pistols. Has pals. You can put frags or pistols or utility multi-tools on the side. Again, 3 M4s or 2 308s. Okay? Mirrored on the opposite side, so 2 and 2. 1-quarts. This is the 1-quart we were just talking about. Has the cradle right here. It also has a lid that tucks in to use it as a 1-quart, or you have the buckle right here with the, so you're ripping Velcro Fastex, and has outboard pockets. These will hold 5 Cliff bars, 6 power bars, whatever you want to put in there. butt pack, big butt pack. That's a big butt pack, and it will hold twice the capacity with the Rainfly. And then you have the suspender set with the yoke, with the back, and you can put a hydro carrier on here. You can also wear a full-size Alice pack with this setup. And that's a padded war belt, which is not available from us yet. And it looks like this right here. This is what the setup looks like. And this is the butt pack. It's huge. But it has compression straps on the top and the bottom. This is what it looks like. This is my wife's right here. Exact same setup. And on her, she's 28 inches. I am 32. And she still has 2 exposed columns of pouch. So she could put 2 more mag pouches carrying 6 more mags right here. Or whatever she wants. Imagine a power outage meaning you have no, yeah, no shit. No shit. That's really, I mean, you're gonna, we all know people that'll be dead if the power goes out for sustained amount of time. Even 3 or 4 days, you know people that will be dead. That black dude is jacked. I don't know who we're talking about. Do you think a real life purge would actually reduce crime year round? Well, who perpetrates the majority of the crime, right? Will the what keeps the savages from being removed right now? If the power went out and the Ring cameras and the tattletales stopped working, I think that you would. People perpetrating crime on armed citizens, I think they would kill them relatively quickly. Would crime be reduced? I don't know. It depends how fast rule of law. Rule of law is what allows criminals to prey on innocent civilians. Because rule of law does not capture nor punish even 1% of the criminals. Pat, what's up? Saudi Arabia still cuts people. They absolutely do. They absolutely do. County would collapse if the power went out. Yep, be someplace where there is less problems. I feel bad people who only have skills that require electricity. Building a Rifleman kit. What are you building? What color? Always carrying water. Yeah, you always need water. You need the ability to create more water and safely take contaminated water and make it safer to drink. Happened in Western Tennessee and the Carolinas after the last hurricane. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that was not reported. How often do we make belts? Every single day. Here are a few belts that were made today. There's a bunch underneath there that haven't been put in boxes yet. There was probably 20 or 30 shipped today. Here are belts that were cut yesterday that didn't get made today, that'll be made tomorrow. And there's a bunch more floating around. There's a belt there. Here's some Cobra belts and Riggers belts. We make belts every single day. Woodland, just need Rallyman's and canteen cups. Rallyman's are cut out here. Canteens are cut or on the way to being cut. Woodland 308 micros, OD 308 micros, modular NSWs in black. We only built 3 extras of those. I suspect those will be here a very long time. Black gear doesn't sell. Shock Zone, what's up? Learning some local wild edibles, primitive shelter building, and friction. That's awesome. The more you know, the less you have to have. And as far as wild edibles, you can get plastic cards and laminate cards and stuff. That would be great to have. Sheriff in next county over talking about how the threat of violence from meth is on the rise. Violence can come to you by surprise in good times, very easily. Get trained. Absolutely. EP, what's up? I remember last year when the water went out in Camden, they rolled up the sidewalls and boarded the doors. They absolutely did. We have one restaurant in town that we frequent, well, that we actually go to, and they were open. They were serving canned sodas and bottled water. We travel with our own water. We have water filters and we have water purifiers, and I have thousands of gallons of potable water stored. Right now I have drinking water stored, tons of it, literally tons of it. Much easier to identify wild edibles if you go looking and eat them now. Absolutely, muscle memory, right? 2 nights in a row, no notification, but well, thank you for being here, Patrick. I'm glad that it is important enough for you to put forth the effort. I do appreciate you, man. Like button. Yeah, there's 88 on here, 58 thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up for us, guys. Random question. Have you seen the Vietnam state? Yeah, I'm very familiar with Stabo rigs and spy rigs. Given the potential jungle nature of island campaigns, will spy Fry's rig come back? Well, spy rigs, yeah, spy. Stabo was prior. The SEALs used to run as first line gear. They would run a spy rig, literally put armor over a spy rig. I've seen that. I've also seen rigs with spy rigs and such built into them. Sure, as mission dictates, yeah, it will. Because you're going to have that penetrator come down. You're going to load 6 dudes on that rig for extract. Sure you will. Pack and leaving for Tennessee in the morning. Right on. Kept refreshing. Still didn't get no. Yeah, guys, I was very late. We had some errands to run. We had to go get greens and fruit for the emus. They eat fucking salad in addition to ostrich food. Drive safe, yes. Resubscribe, thanks, Patrick. Jaspin Rainey, what's up? Unique name. We travel with 6 liters kangaroo water, yes. Soon we will travel with kangaroos. We get really big kangaroos, so little Amanda can hop in the pouch and just ride around in the kangaroo. Enjoyed the video today on the poles. Man, there's so much you did not see. That was cut down. Brandel did an amazing job. Most of it was quick cut. If that video was 15 minutes long, there was probably 10 hours of footage. We could build 5, 6 more videos just out of the footage. Every time I hear the word emu, I think emo. Yeah, my life's out of order. I'm misunderstood. I'm a victim. Everything's your fault because I'm mistreated. Yeah, emo. Tickle me, emo. Is your life out of order? Camel hydration bladders in the kangaroo pouches. Yes. Did the video with Scully showing how the shooting mat was attached to the mystery bag drop? No, it has not. It is not yet. Any idea when lever gun rig will be available? They're available right now. Are they not on the website where you can order them? I saw 2 or 3 of them today. What varieties of hops? You know, I should know that because everybody asks that. Carrie Brown put them in. If you know Nicole and you've ever heard what hops she has, I have the same hops Nicole has. Here's a woodland lever gun chest rig right now. Very nice. Mental illness is a personality trait. Yeah, we were talking about that today. Somebody said, you know, how come some guys come back from combat with PTSD and others don't? And I said, my take was, it's because we talk about it, right? When we came back from World War II, people had real, like, landing on beaches and such, saw their friends and comrades literally blown to pieces, shot beside you. You had parts of people from your squad on your body, right? And what happened? They came back from World War I, they came back from World War II, and they went back to fucking work. Because it was what they did, it's what they were supposed to do. Now, we give them medications, we give them drugs, and we constantly pick at the scab. Counseling, right? Counseling. Let's just talk it out, and remind you every fucking week about this thing that you can compartmentalize and put away and move forward, but instead we pick the scab and pick the scab and pick the scab, and eventually it becomes infected, and eventually after you cut the limb off, right? That's kids nowadays. I know a lot of fucking dudes came back from deployments with PTSD who never saw any combat. Meanwhile, we have friends that came back, went on multiple deployments after missing a motherfucking leg, who seemingly has no PTSD. Most dudes, and the question was about tier 1 guys, right? But I run into a lot of guys. Scully's ran into more. Every time somebody hears you're a sniper, Scully will never tell you he's a sniper, much less what he really did. But every time somebody finds out or hears you're in the Marine Corps, everybody has a friend that's a sniper. And you always meet, somehow they just have to put you together with this other sniper. And that motherfucker, you come to find out he wasn't a sniper. He was never deployed. We got a guy running around here squealing PTSD, Marine Corps this, Army that. It's got all the fucking stickers. If you meet a motherfucker that's got 4 pieces of Marine Corps flair, that motherfucker is almost always full of shit. Same with the Army. A hat that says Army, maybe a sticker somewhere, but if he's got the tattoo on one arm and he's got the hat and he's wearing the shirt, you can about bet everything coming out of his mouth is about to be a lie. And we met all these dudes. We meet them pretty frequently. And then his sister came to work here. And she's like, my brother never deployed. He never left the United States. But he's got all kinds of war stories and all the PTSD in the world. Amputation. That escalated. Absolutely. I know fucking 3 different SEALs. Scully had a dude in his platoon that fucking got a leg amputated and a hand amputated, went through rehab, went through the NDOC for MARSOC for Det 1, and fucking has 3 combat deployments after double amputation. Meanwhile, you got all these dudes who never saw any fucking combat, and they're fucking wrecked for the rest of their lives. Because it's what gets them attention. It becomes the personality. Had a coworker get PTSD from watching a training video. That's only because we allow that shit to happen. We allow them to do that. They feign victim long enough, get medication, and then the rest of their life is paid for. Everyone sees paratroopers and immediately assumes I was infantry. I assume that. Anyone know when the Hearing Protection Act goes before the Senate? I do not. A therapist told my buddy, tell the stories until they are all stories. Been seeing your stuff on Wrangler Star channel. I've been a fan of Wrangler Star for a very long time. I owe Evan for Wrangler Star having my stuff and knowing my name. Evan's going to tell you it's not because of him, but indirectly, had I not known Evan, it would not have happened. Meanwhile, you have these dudes with a back-to-back who make their wife go to work. Oh, yeah, bad back. Make their wife go to work 8 to 10 hours a day and then drive them around while they drink a 6-pack of beer because he had such a hard day. Yeah, we have multiples of those. I saw more combat being abused as a kid than most people. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. How many of these kids today have ever had their ass whipped by their dad? I can show you 10 things in here that I got fucking whoopings with as a child. I never fucking even thought for a second I was abused as a child. I don't think it now. Saw a lieutenant step on an IED meant for a wrecker 50 meters away, and I think my mental health is just fine. Amputation. Okay, I think we've read all these. I don't know if you know much about battlefield logistics, but should we be switching to the XM7 with larger heavy? I don't know, man. XM7, is that the HK thing? Is that 20 mic thing? Saw a truck driver, by the way. I was a truck driver, by the way, in infantry, just in an infantry. Yeah, well, I know some truck drivers that did plenty of shooting. I know some truck drivers been in plenty of IED incidents. Got a vacuum to the head for discipline. XM7. Oh, the 6.8 SIG. Got it. Nobody's seen the high pressure rounds, right? All the stuff that thing's supposed to be capable of, the ammo doesn't exist for it. I know very little about it, buddy. I really don't know. I look at things as if society collapses, or if we are occupied as a nation, or if the country splits into different factions, what will the working man have available to him, right? Probably what is available to normal military units or National Guard units, right? That's kind of how I look at things. I don't expect that I will ever see one of those rifles in the hands of anybody I know. There's a party here, not this weekend, but next weekend. It is free. Come on out. It'll be a great time. Also happens to be my wife's birthday. There'll be shooting. There'll be fire performers. There'll be food. All the people that you see on this video, all the people you see in my videos on a regular basis, they will all be here and available to conspire, right? Conspire in its rawest form means to breathe together. They're just giving their friends military contract. Yeah. Racial scab pickers. Why we will never be allowed to get past race. I don't know, man. Like when you say, I have friends that are black, right? I have friends that are all different colors. I've got friends that are married to men, right? And they all come here for a common interest. And if I say fag, none of them goes, oh my God, right? Nobody cares. I don't care what color you are, as long as you have value and we have some things in common. And there's a huge problem. Like if I say, look, blacks commit 79% of crime, person-on-person crime is committed by blacks. It's black on black or black on white. I have a friend, black dude, he will point out that most child rapists and pedophiles are white. Absolutely they are. That's very true. Absolutely. I don't have a problem with either of those statements. It's the culture. There we go. It's the culture, right? And why is black on black crime so heavy? Because the father's not there. What perpetrated that? How did that start, right? Because the Democratic government told women, especially black women, that if you have children, we will pay for your child. We will give you a monthly check of $1,000 a month. Have as many kids as you want to have, and we will provide free housing to you. By the way, your man cannot live here, and we need you to declare who the man was so that we can go after him for child support. So it was incentivized and financialized for her to have a lot of children with no men. Why would they want the name of the man? Well, so that they can hold that over him, and they can then put him in prison and have free slave labor. It's on purpose. It's by design. And now it is inbred into them. It is the culture. Yeah, gangster rap made me do it. Most Karens are whiter. Yeah, absolutely they are. And they have that white guilt bullshit, right? They're scared to death of black people, but they got to be right there for BLM. How I deal with PTSD. Cat 5 hurricane completely destroyed my home. Now I want to chase tornadoes. That's right. People that are super high performance, people that most others look up to, they all had some massive trauma in their life. It's all part of the story. Most serial killers are white, yes. Grew up in South Breath, Miami, when normal gays were slacks and Birkenstocks. Yeah, absolutely. Homosexuals in San Francisco in the 80s, right? Fauci allowed AIDS to run rampant for 4 years so they could study it. I have to call Treadstone Gold tomorrow. Their office is just outside Calgary. They are on Yukon Gold beside Parker Claim. Oh, no shit? Caleb? Fucking, that's cool. It is less about race than it is about economic status. Then why don't you have all the trailer park white trash? Why is the trailer park white trash not doing the same? Right? Why are they not incentivized to do the absolute same? If it's just economic status. Strange to grow up a white kid in the ghetto. Mom married to a gangbanger. Outside my window sounded like Grand Theft Auto. Most trauma is put into dark humor, not attaboy, look at me. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Seen a bunch of rich black people in Atlanta. Fuck yeah, you have, especially Buckhead, right? When I go to Atlanta, that's where I go to. Boss denied time off to come to the party. You should quit. Fuck him. Move to Tennessee. You'll love it. Not really, Matt. That's what I would do, but that's not what I'm advising you do. All right, guys. Hey, I'm out of here. You guys have a good night. I am way later than normal. Tomorrow is going to be a very fucking busy day. When I wear my Riker rig to the range, people ask if I'm going to NAM. You're at the wrong range. Who the fuck is saying NAM? All right, night, guys. Hey, check out, do me a favor. The site is very light right now. Check out SOEquickship.com. It won't even come up in a search engine yet. SOE Quick Ship. Whoever asked about lever gun chest rigs, I showed you the one over there. Here's another one. Here's another one. I have 4 available right now in Woodland.